Am I the asshole for not letting my roommate wear something she stole from me? Last night my roommate was about to leave for some fancy dinner she was attending at her boyfriend's parents' house and I noticed she was wearing my dress. I asked her if it was mine and she said yes. I asked her if she had gone into my room while I wasn't there and taken it and she sheepishly said yes. Just to be clear, we don't have that kind of relationship, we're friendly but not friends, so this felt like a huge violation. I told her to take it off and find something else to wear. She began crying and said she had nothing else to wear that would work for the event. I said too bad, if she had asked me first it would have been a totally different story. I'm not cool with her just taking my things without permission. She ended up having a temper tantrum and not going. Her boyfriend texted me later on and said I was an asshole. Am I the asshole here?
Not the asshole lol, she's a thief who's trying to guilt trip you. People like that are just looking for people to take advantage of. They want you to think you're the asshole so they can pull stuff like this on you again in the future.
Not the asshole. Get a lock and key for your door.
Greater than she ended up having a temper tantrum and not going. Not the asshole. This is her fault 100%, all she had to do was ask first.
Not the asshole. You are definitely not the asshole. Your roommate stole from you and then threw a tantrum when you asked for your dress back. She sounds extremely entitled.
Not the asshole, and this still wouldn't be fine if you were friends. You ask before you use someone else's things.
Her boyfriend texted you because she couldn't look presentable enough for dinner at his parents' house. I feel like it's not exactly your task to provide her with nice clothes if he has that kind of standards. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. I would be looking for a new roommate. That is a huge violation of trust.
Not the asshole. WTF. She didn't have the basic decency to ask you if she could borrow it. She invaded your privacy when you weren't home and then has the audacity to blame you for her not going to that dinner and not herself. Yeesh.
Info: how are you sharing a lease with a toddler?
Classic AITA. Obviously you're not and know it. Why are friends and family always getting involved and calling the op in these stories? Not the asshole. Who just goes and takes someone else's clothes without asking. Especially if you don't have that sort of swapping clothes kind of relationship. It's weird to me.
Why does this need to be posted? Don't you have common sense? Of course not the asshole. WTF. You will have a tough time with life if you can't figure out the obvious.
Not the asshole at all. I'd move out ASAP. Who knows what else she's taken from your room.
Not the asshole. It does not sound like your roommate is mature enough to move out of her parents' house or have a boyfriend yet. Maybe you should install a lock on your door.
Not the asshole. No, she crept into your room, went through your things and helped herself to your dress and put it on without permission to wear out, when all she had to do was politely ask if you could help her out. She is a thief, pure and simple. She also threw a tantrum when you made her take it off, which shows she is incredibly spoiled and entitled. If I were you and you're able, I would put a lock on your room to stop her doing this again. I would also be asking the question of how many times has she done this before without being caught. If anyone is an in this situation, it's her and her boyfriend. Also block the boyfriend so he doesn't harass you anymore.
Not the asshole. A temper tantrum, seriously? Sis needs to gather her shit and ask people, not steal. And her boyfriend coming to her defense. Wow. Throw the whole roommate away.
Another obvious not the asshole post.
Not the asshole. Damn, her boyfriend needs to mind his own business and she needs to not be a little thief. It's not borrowing even if they return it, because they didn't tell you they were taking it in the first place.
Not the asshole. That's straight up stealing.
Not the asshole. You need a lock on your door. When you live with roommates, you should always have a lock on your room door. You may want to look for a new roommate as you obviously can't trust this one. How do you know she won't tamper with your toothbrush, food or property you leave in common areas? On a side note, why would you share clothing with someone in general? You should give her a bill for cleaning as well. You don't know if she was wearing underwear with your cloths or if this is the first time she has done this. For all you know, she has been doing this for a while and has gotten bodily fluids on your clothes.
Not the asshole. Also block her boyfriend from all contact. He doesn't need your number if he uses it to harass you. Not the asshole. Textbook gaslighting when she did the wrong in the first place.
Not the asshole. That's gross.
How would you think you're an asshole? This sub is trash sometimes.
Not the asshole, they're just saying that because they didn't get their way. Your roommate was wrong 100%. She knew this event was happening, she knew she didn't have an outfit, she knew to either ask or go shopping.
Not the asshole, don't give in to the guilt trip.
How difficult is it to open your gob and say, I need something to wear, could I borrow your dress please?
100% not the asshole. This would freak me out hugely. This sort of sneakiness gives me the creeps. What the fuck is this sub? I swear to God every post is about someone clearly not the asshole, but they go ahead and make a circle jerking post that gets like 5k upvotes.
That's theft. That's also wildly inappropriate and breaks boundaries and now trust. Get a safe, lock your valuables away. Also get a lock on your door. Also look for a new roommate.
Not the asshole. This is extremely rude of her. I am so glad you put your foot down.
Not the asshole, regardless of the reason why she absolutely should have asked you first. However, did she not have something appropriate to wear? Is it possible she didn't have money to buy a nice dress and was embarrassed to ask? Like I said, it doesn't make it okay, but checking to see if this is an opportunity to build a friendship or at least an understanding with your roommate. On the other hand, if your roommate has money and is spoiled brat, then consider getting a lock for the door or a camera.
Some of these are just so fucking stupid. You really need someone to clarify whether or not you're an asshole for being upset about your personal space being violated. Am I the asshole because I yelled at the guy who shot my dog for no reason? Not the asshole, get a new roommate, but until you can sort that out, go through your stuff to see if anything is missing, and if it is, get it back, and install a lock on your door. Edit, block her boyfriend's number. He has no reason to have it and you don't need to put up with his BS.
Info, how would you be the asshole here? Truly.
I'm sorry, op, but I'm truly wondering why you felt the need to post this when you're clearly not the asshole. Roommate and boyfriend, they're the asshole here. Roommate for taking stuff from your room without permission, and boyfriend for basically enabling her to do so.
Not the asshole. She went into your room without permission. She stole your clothing. She's not sorry she stole it. She blames you for not being able to go to the event when it was because of her actions. She gets others to harass you for not letting her steal your clothing. I use the word steal because she never asked permission. So she didn't borrow. She's a thief. Get a lock for your door and consider getting a new roommate or living somewhere else. Not the asshole, your roommate told the boyfriend a different story for reality. Not the asshole. Her boyfriend should be asking himself why he's going out with a toddler who throws a tantrum when she doesn't get her own way. NB, you should definitely get a lock for your door.
She walked by you on her way out and was wearing your dress. Didn't she think you would notice? If she and her boyfriend get married someday, I pity their neighbors. Hey, isn't that my hedge trimmer that was in my garage? Yeah, but I didn't have one, so I took yours. I'll be taking your car to go out with my friends later. Mine isn't good enough, so I'm taking yours.
For crying out loud, totally not the asshole just off the title. Upon reading the body of the post, not only are you definitely not the asshole, it may be time for your mooch of a roommate to find somewhere else to live.
Not the asshole. Also looks like they deserve each other.
Not the asshole, you should really get a lock for your door. This probably isn't the first time she went into your room if she was so carefree in doing so, plus walking right out the house in front of you with it on, and judging from her temper tantrum and morally skewed boyfriend, this won't be the last. Protect yourself and your things, OP.
NTA, just run away.
Not the asshole, she had no right going into your room without your permission, would tell her boyfriend to mind his own business. It's not your fault his girlfriend cancelled on him because she took something that didn't belong to her.
Not the asshole, she didn't ask, and her boyfriend is enabling a child.
I would really like to know who takes other people's things without asking first. It is so incredibly rude. Maybe I am old-fashioned or I was raised to be extremely polite, but I don't care if you're my best friend, you better ask before using my stuff. I would understand if it was my sister maybe, and even then I would ask, because what if she needs the item? The audacity and rudeness of some people is just unbelievable.
Not the asshole, if she's comfortable enough to borrow a dress, then what is to stop her from borrowing something more valuable in the future? Not the asshole. You would have borrowed it if she had asked. Totally not her fault.
Not the asshole. She is an immature brat, her boyfriend is also a jerk. Find a new roommate.